Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Rachmatan Alamin from Universitas Maritim Raja Ali Haji, name 2.3.30.031, from Pendidikan Biologi 20A. Today I will explain about the mangrove. Next is a menu. In the menu, I divide into 5 parts. Part 1 is definition, part 2 function, part 3 mangrove condition, part 4 cause of damage, and part 5 management of mangrove. Next is meaning of mangrove. The word mangrove is a combination of Portuguese mango and English grove. The word mangrove is used for the plant community that grows in the tidal range and for the plant community that grows in the tidal area for the individual plant species that make up the community. In the Portuguese, the word mangrove is used to describe individual plant species, while the word mangle is used to describe the plant community. Next is a mangrove function. In the mangrove function, there is 5 functions there. The first function is physical function. Physical function number 1 is to keep the coastline stable from sea abrasion. Number 2 is to sludge deposition. And number 3 is intrusion process buffer zone. Next function is biological function. The number 1 is for breeding ground, and number 2 is sort of germplasm and genetic source, and number 3 is natural habitat for various types of land and marine biota. And the next function is chemical function. Chemical function number 1 is carbon sink. Number 2 is as a poison tether, and number 3 is a drop. Next function is economic function. In the economic function, number 1 is as industrial raw material, and the number 2 is fish producing seed. The next function is travel function. Number 1 is nature tourism area, and the number 2 is for educational and research facilities. Next is a condition of mangrove in Indonesia. FAO data 2007, that's the area of mangrove forest in Indonesia in 2005 only reached 3,062,300 hectares, or 90% of the world mangrove forest, and the largest in the world exceeded Australia 10% and Brazil 7%. Based on the result of calculation carried out by Kusmana, it is known that in the period 1982 and 1993, that area of mangrove forest decreased by 11.3% or 4 to 25 million hectare in 1982 to 337 million hectare in 1983 93 sorry or 1% per year. Next is a causes of mangrove damage. In the part 1 is a physical and chemical damage. In the number 1 is from mineral mining, and the number 2 is deflection of freshwater flow. Number 3 is forest exploitation, and number 4 is land conversion, and number 5 is oil spill, and number 6 is a waste disposal. And the part 2 is the biological damage. The number 1 is caterpillar Lepidoptera. Number 2 is scale lice Geonopsis sp. And number 3 is grasshopper. And number 4 is a crab. Next is a effort to combat mangrove. Number 1 is a sustainable best management concept is BOIL. Number 2 is BOIL a protected forest area. And the number 3 is carry out mangrove forest rehabilitation activities. Number 4 is rearrangement of coastal area layout. And the number 5 is it is necessary to build a management plan for the mangrove ecosystem. Conclusion: mangroves are trees that grow on the coast between the boundaries of the sea surface. The term mangrove is used instead the term mangrove to avoid possible misunderstanding with forest consisting of mangrove trees, Rhizopora sp. Okay, that was my explanation about mangrove. If you like this video, you can like, and see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.